Last time on Fairy Tail Chapter 363, the remaining Fairy Tail teams contact Makarov via transmission Lakuma to inform them of their situation. The first team, consisting of Juvia and Gray, were too late to get to Orgroshi on time.
Whoa. Orgroshi? But he's not a formal Magic Council member. We saw him and the Magic Council getting blown up by Jackal.
Well, maybe it's a mistranslation or a different Orgroshi.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Also, from the looks of the damage, it seems like Ezel's work, not Jackal's.
The second team, consisting of Gagio, Panther Lily, Levy, Jet, and Droy, were also too late to get to Belno, another formal council member. And for some reason her body is in a silhouette, so we don't know how she died. But from the looks of it, her death was an assassination. Meanwhile, with the third team, Elfman and Lisana were also too late to get to Yuri, another formal council member, on time.
Really? Lisana? I mean, I'm iffy with Jet, Droy, Levy, and maybe Juvia, but Lisana?
Lunar.
Hey, I don't hate these characters. I just didn't like the last minute plot twist that happened in the Endless arc. I'm just wondering if they are capable of fighting Tartarus. I'm just saying.
What killed Yuri was unknown, but all of a sudden his body managed to rise up.
Oh my god, zombies in Fairy Tail!
Yuri points his finger at the transmission Lakuma, destroying it, but his body falls down to the ground, being dead once again.
Damn it, I thought it was a zombie.
His body was being controlled by another member of the Kukimon, Sayla, who was the one that killed Yuri. Elfman grabs Lisana's neck, choking her. It seems that Sayla's curse ability is to control bodies, living or dead. Meanwhile, Lucy managed to contact Makarov. Michello now finally spills the beans of the White Legacy Faith.
I question why it was called the White Inheritance Faith, but I'll let it slide because of manga stream translation error.
Faith was one of the many weapons that the Magic Council possesses. It is a magic pulse bomb, and it kinda looks like No Face from Spirited Away, that can nullify all magic across an entire continent. Since Tartarus only uses curses instead of magic, and once they get their hands on that weapon, they'll be the only ones that will reign supreme in Fiore. Currently, the bomb is sealed by Organic Link magic by 3 more formal council members, and only the former chairman of the Magic Council knows who those 3 are. Thanks to a little digging, Fairy Tail has found the addresses of all 16 formal council members and the former chairman. Fairy Tail has sent out their most reliable 2, Erza and Mira Jane. Will Fairy Tail get to Faith on time before Tartarus does? What will happen to Lisana now that Elfman's body is under Sayla's control? Will Sayla redeem Tartarus and the Kukimon after Jackal's defeat?
She better, goddammit.
Find out in this week's chapter of Fairy Tail.
Hey guys, Lunar here, and I hope you've enjoyed that recap of Fairy Tail Chapter 363. Unfortunately, there will be no Fairy Tail Chapter 364 review today, but it will be out tomorrow because today I've been pretty busy as of late. 363, I thought it was a pretty decent chapter, although I didn't understand how some of the teams were paired up into 4 different teams. Maybe I'm underestimating some of these characters, but some of these characters seem like they may not be capable of fighting against Tartarus, or capable of protecting the council members. But then again, I could be wrong. I still didn't understand that the former council member was Orgroshi, even though we saw him along with the rest of the Magic Council members getting blown up by Jackal, but it could be a mistranslation error, or there could be another name, Orgroshi. By the way, if you're wondering about what I feel about Yasana, honestly, I don't really like her that much, but I don't really hate her. She's not one of my favorite characters, and to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of her to make me fully like her. I mean, it was led to believe that she died, but then the whole Endless arc happened, and the last minute plot twist, it just, I don't know, it felt like it was too convenient that there was another portal to another alternate universe just right there when Lisana was supposed to be dying. But I still like Elfman and Mira Jane. And for those who like Lisana, I have no problem if you do. Me personally, she's not one of my favorite characters. I don't know if Lisana is going to die by the hands of Elfman, which, by the way, I feel really bad for Elfman at this point. But then again, if she were to die in this arc, then what's the whole point of bringing her back after the Edelus arc? So maybe she won't die, or maybe she will. I don't know. This is Hiro Mashima's call. Now, Sayla seems to be a very merciless demon, so I'm really hoping she might redeem Tartarus at this point because so far we've seen 2 members of Kyukimon getting their asses kicked. One by Loxus and one by Natsu. So, yeah, hopefully she'll redeem Tartarus. If not, then fingers crossed for Kyoka. Now, Tartarus is after the White Legacy face, which is a magic pulse bomb that the Magic Council has. I know that the Magic Council has like a whole bunch of weapons, but it baffles me that they would have a magic pulse bomb that could wipe out magic from the entire continent. What kind of situation would the Magic Council have to be in order to be that desperate to use a magic pulse bomb? Also, is it just me or this is turning to one of those side quests you get when you play RPG games? I mean, first you gotta protect the former council members, then you gotta find the former chairman, and after finding that, you got to find 3 more ex-council members to find the White Legacy face. Well, still, compared to previous Fairy Tail chapters, this one was a good one. Although they have not explained how the hell's Happy survived from Jackal's explosions, and he still has that afro. I freaking hated that ending in that chapter. Oh, and by the way, I looked it up in One Piece of what happened in the Alabasta arc of Pell. Even One Piece fans call bullshit on that. So if this happened in One Piece, yeah, guess what? It already did, and it was bullshit there too. Although I don't know what is worse. To realize a person has survived from an explosion after a couple chapters, or right after a few pages. So yeah, Fairy Tail Chapter 364 review will be out tomorrow, I promise. I hope you've enjoyed this recap. I'm LunaSpawn27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.